Harry, welcome to Sutton United. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels fantastic. I'm buzzing to get over the line with. It's been a busy, long summer so far. To be fair, like with the family going away, and also I did some of my coaching badges across the summer. But it was a decision that I didn't rush. Took my time with. Had lots of good conversations. But after meeting the gaffer last Friday, I just knew this is the place for me.
What drew you to Sutton? Was it that conversation with the gaffer?
I think it was more from not only just a personal standpoint, but also as a team, the direction that he would like to go in, I was very much on board with. And after the conversation, I came away, I was buzzing with it, and that was a feeling that I wanted to have for the next 2 years.
Can you talk us through your career so far?
Yeah, so 17, made my Conference South debut for Margate. Not long after that, moved to Maidstone, which were in the conference at the time. Spent 2 years there, a couple of loan spells, and then went on to Dagenham, which I signed under Peter Taylor, had 4 managers in total, and then spent 7 seasons there. Got nothing but good things to say about Dagenham. Very much enjoyed my time, but now obviously new chapter, new journey with Sutton.
You touched on your time at Dagenham,
Yeah.
a long time there. You did suffer a setback during the start of your Dagenham career. Does that injury and the way you came back from that to make so many appearances over your time there, does that sort of describe your attitude and your resilience?
I first of all had a good team around me, from Daryl, who at the time was the manager, to John Gowans, who's now at Southend. As a physio, I had good people, good network, as well as my family. But more than anything, it taught me how much I want to make this work with football, and it just drives sort of a hunger. And ever since, just do everything on and off the pitch to make sure I stay as fit as possible. And it's shown from the last few seasons that I've racked up a good amount of games, to be fair. What
memories from your time at Dagenham stick out to you?
Probably the first year, more than anything. We had a young team. The main one that stands out is probably beating Orient and Salford back-to-back, which were the 2 teams that went up that year. That period was a turning point for us, and we managed to go on and have ended up on not a bad season that year. So I'd probably say the first year stuck with me the most.
Yeah. And you know Aaron Jones from your time at Kings Lynn Town. You spent a little bit of time there on loan. Will that help you settle in? And do you know anyone else in the squad?
Yeah, I mean, playing alongside Aaron is a dream for me. Not only because he's a leader, he's captain material as was seen at Aldershot, but also he's a great player, and hopefully I'll play alongside him. And we've had that sort of chemistry, that bond beforehand. So hopefully it transitioned nicely.
A couple of years ago, you were called up to England C as well. What memories do you have of that?
Yeah, that was a fantastic experience, going away, spending some time at Altrincham. It was good. Obviously the boys, very talented. It was all the best of that age group at the time, so that was good, playing with different people, and ultimately got the result that we hoped for as well that day, so it made it a nice occasion.
Can you describe your style of play?
So I'm predominantly centre-half. I played the last 3 seasons after transition from midfielder. Played a little bit of midfield as well. Like to win the ball, also like to get on the ball as well, play out as much as I can. It all depends on the style of the manager. Like I said, I had 4 different ones at Dagenham, and each person has a different style. So wherever the gaffer at Sutton would like is what I'll try and perform with. Is
there anyone in particular you may model your game off or look up to?
Probably growing up was John Terry as a centre half. I mean, what a career he's had, but more recently, I think that John Stones is unbelievable, and that's something I can get anywhere near that, I'll be happy.
I believe you also played a little bit as a striker during your time at Dagenham. How did that come about?
So that was just due to injury problems within the team. And then I did a 4-game stint up there, managed to score a couple goals as well. I think it made it quite easy because I knew what I didn't like to defend against. So I tried to do that to the defenders I come up against, and it actually went really well in that little period. But yeah, I'm more than happy staying at centre-half at the moment.
You scored a cracking goal against Altrincham as well.
Yeah.
Big goal from Josh Rees. I mean, what memories from that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very important game in terms of where we were in the league as well. And I just went out there with no expectations playing up front sort of thing, and just went through, and it was the sort of stuff that I like doing in training anyway, so I just cut back in and gave it a little reverse. But yeah, like I said, it was stuff that I wouldn't personally want to defend against, that sort of stuff, so I thought, how could I enforce that onto their defence?
And overall, do you pride yourself on your versatility?
Yeah, I mean, it's been important across my career so far, but like I said, wherever you put me, I'll give 100% and die for the badge. I can guarantee that.
Dagenham obviously did get relegated last season. You come back up to the National League after such a long time over there. Was it a difficult decision to leave?
Yeah, it's always a difficult decision because it's more of a family once you're there for 7 seasons, and had a good conversation with the manager over there as well. Like, they offered a good contract and everything like that, so I can't have any complaints from that side of thing. It was just more for me. My family's Croydon based as well. I live this way, and more than anything, it's staying in this league. And after speaking to the gaffer, Steve, is obviously that my decision was made up for me then.
And looking ahead now, just for you personally and both for the club, now you're back in the National League, what are your aims for the upcoming season?
I said my ambition is always to get Sutton back into the league, and I played Sutton a couple of times last year, and I hope that I can help strengthen the side, and hopefully we go in that direction this year.
And finally, you've got a message for the fans?
I was here last time, last season, we played away, the atmosphere was great. Anything like that, much appreciated. The 12th man's always a bonus.
Cheers, having welcome.
Thank you for your time. Cheers.